What's up, crypto and Web3 fans? Today we're going to be talking about Silicon Valley Bank. No, not Silvergate, Silicon Valley Bank, along with XLM price outlook for the next 3 months. Macros ruling the roost. Huobi insolvency rumors hit them hard as their token plunges 90%. And we've got more meltdown talk, so let's get into the news. And before we get in the heat map, I just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone out there that has been watching, commenting, participating in the chat. The super chat donations as well have been off the hook. Thank you so much for the support of this channel. I know the news has been rough, but we will get through it. Bitcoin under 20,000, still sitting at down 7.19%. 19,970. ETH 1423 down 763. ETH, by the way, deemed as security. Now, how they're deemed as security, we'll get into the story and then we'll get into news quick. How they're deemed as security is this. New York Attorney General was able to buy Ethereum on Kucoin. They were like, okay, well, Kucoin, you're not registered with this as the state, and we were able to buy Ethereum, unregistered securities. Boom. So basically, ETH, everything out there is an unregistered security unless they've registered with the New York State Attorney General. So get ready for states' rights versus federal rights, everyone. XRP sitting at 36.9, down 4.74%, and XLM under that 8-cent mark, now sitting at 7.8 cents. Did a video a while ago about price action, and it's kind of coming true, everyone. Breaking after Silvergate, now Silicon Valley Bank considers selling itself. Who's next? A prominent U.S. financial institution, the Silicon Valley Bank, is looking to sunset its operations as it considers selling itself after failing to raise enough funding, which was the leading bank for venture-backed companies. Remember, venture capitalism is one of the biggest funding mechanisms for the crypto and Web3 development space. Silicon Valley Bank explores potential sale. Early-stage companies are finding it increasingly difficult to attract further capital because of rising interest rates, concern about the possibility of recession, and a downturn in the market for initial public offerings. All right, so Jerome Powell, remember we talked about how everything gets more expensive as Jerome Powell and the Fed raises rates, right? Well, here's a good example. Companies that are in trouble, in order for them to get a loan, now that loan is costing them way more because interest rates are way higher. So just pretend Silicon Valley Bank needed $10 million as a short-term bridge loan just to get them through. Their loan payments are almost double now what they were about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. Double for the same amount of money because of those rate hikes. So now a company that's in trouble is now paying even more than what they were just a couple years ago. So these troubled companies now, they can't find money. They can't find lending. That's what we're talking about. Money is more expensive. That's why crypto prices go down, because the money is just so expensive. People can't even get bailouts anymore. And the ones that do are paying astronomical interest rates. Hedera confirms exploit on mainnet led to theft of service tokens. The attacker tried to transport the stolen tokens, which included liquidity pool tokens on the SaucerSwap, Pangolin, and HeliSwap, through the Hashport bridge when the Hedera team noticed and indicated that the suspicious activity was discovered. Previously on March 9th, Hedera was able to disable the network access by disabling IP proxies. The group claimed to have located the exploit's root cause and to be working on a remedy. There is always going to be someone smarter than you out there, and that's kind of the one fear of digital assets. Digital assets can be hacked. If you want my cash in my pocket, you have to get it. Come get me. See, that's kind of one of the things we have to look at with this. So security, hacking, and all that, extremely important. Now, Hedera, price action to the negative side. Hedera's network token has decreased in value by 7% since the event about 16 hours ago, keeping it in pace with the market decline. Crypto meltdown, traditional U.S. bank Silvergate collapses as stock plunges. So we did have fallout into traditional banking systems in the United States, publicly traded companies. We already talked first about Silicon Valley Bank, but now we got Silvergate. To show you how bad it is, I've got the 5-day chart for Silvergate. Now remember, this is banking rails. How do you get into crypto? You need cash, right? So you take cash to crypto. Who services these exchanges, right? The close out of their money and so forth. Silvergate. All right, here's their stock last 5 days. So it's not just crypto volatility, it's stocks too. Watch out, Elizabeth Warren. Last 5 days, you've seen they were at about $6. They are now at $2.50. Here's where the story gets really scary. Zoom out to 3 months, $22.50 to $2.50. 6 months puts us at $90. 1 year puts us at $150 at a max of $227, worth now $2.50. Huobi token plunges 90% in minutes, sparks insolvency rumors, crypto hot potato, faking the funk, fake it till you make it, nasty hearings on the Hill, banks going down, we've got it all. The market just could not breathe this last time around. This last rally right here, guys, we just ran out of legs. There was just not enough capital to keep it going. Huobi token has emerged at the center of insolvency rumors following a shocking performance on Thursday, following the plunge in the general crypto market. Huobi token took it a step further with a massive 90% drop in a matter of minutes. Now, crypto community members are on edge, wondering if the exchange could be the next to go under. Now, here is something really messed up, all right? Here is a comment for them. In response, Tron founder Justin Sun sent 100 million USD to the exchange to provide more liquidity. But I thought you didn't need liquidity, so why are you providing more? Oh yeah, because you did need it. He also debunked the rumors that the exchange is insolvent and attributed the flash crash to the impact of leveraged liquidation on the market caused by a few users. Well, if that's the damage, rocking something by 90% by a few users, what could we do then if we got more than a few users? All right, let's get to XLM price and let's talk about this purple blob up on the screen. All right, XLM now tried twice to break double digits. That's how I was talking about. This earlier rally just ran out of steam. When you zoom out just a little bit, when you look at the lows at the end of December, beginning of January, really healthy rally, right? From that low 7-cent mark. We tried twice. Mid part of January, 22nd, 23rd, as well as February 20th. We tried twice to break through, get to that 10-cent mark, could not do it. All right, we've retraced since then. But now this bubble right here, though, represents the time frame of the Fed's next 3 rate hike decisions and CPI data, and coinciding CPI data. If we get more action with CPI sideways, and we got CPI data coming out in a few days, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be live streaming it. We're well over several thousand of you watched the last time. Probably could have said that better. But yeah, CPI data comes out. If CPI data comes out sideways, and if it doesn't drop like insanely, markets are not going to react well. You're going to see more pressure to the downside. You're going to see 7-cent floor tested, everyone. If we get nasty CPI data, 7-cent floor is tested because that puts heavy pressure on Jerome Powell and the Fed to crank it up to a 50 basis point hit. Now, here's the problem. Jerome Powell and the Fed said, hey, look, we are way, 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 way off a target at 2.0. We got a ways to go. And the Fed does not want to pause right now. They don't want to pause because China's economy, they opened up. That means that's putting more demand in the market, right? Because there was that capital, that fiat that they printed that's in that bubble that's waiting to be released. Once their economy opens, that money then flows outside of their borders. Not all their money stays in-house. So now we've got some supply and demand issues that we're dealing with. We got CPI data next several months, which we're all going to be paying attention to. Jerome Powell and the Fed was grilled on the Hill for 2 days. XLM in severe, severe risk now of pushing through the 7-cent floor. It was nice. We had some good steam here, right? Good steam here in the beginning of January, but we ran out. CPI data just destroyed us, everyone. CPI data killed it. We all thought inflation was well under control, and it is. Inflation's under control. The worst is behind us, but it's not coming down fast enough. It's moving sideways, and that's dangerous because then we get used to prices being high. We get used to gas and eggs and all that stuff being crazy expensive, and we don't want that. If you get used to high prices with food and stuff like that, housing, fuel, that leads to the expectation of hyperinflation. Hyperinflation drives the price of all this stuff to points of a penny. You don't want that, trust me. Big eyes on CPI data coming up. I don't know, frustrating to see this last rally falter. We saw it with XRP, we saw it with XLM. Bitcoin just taking an absolute beating. Any ground that Bitcoin has been making back now is eroding just as well. Bitcoin just struggling to get to that mark. A lot of negatives, though, came out lately. That hearing that we listened to yesterday together, oh my gosh, it was like over 6,000 of you. I'm going through the stats now. We saw it. A lot of negative sentiment. The U.S. is just single-handedly ruining crypto for the rest of the world. U.S. is hurting all this price action. All the price action that we're dealing with right now has to do with pressure from the United States. You want to learn about pressure from the United States? That's this video right here. You want to see some cool car camping stuff? You like boating, sleeping out in the water on the ocean? That's this channel right here. Check it out. my passion project outside of the crypto world where I get my balance. Until more news breaks, you cool cats have a great rest of your day.